So this is map number 1 of a best of 3 in the Steel Series StarCraft 2 League. We've got two awesome players here, a Zerg and a Protoss, and let's start by introducing them. Spawning to the top right hand position as the red Zerg player. Representing Jex, it's MangO. And his opponent to the top left, the blue Protoss player, playing on the account Rake, but I believe is Shad. I could be wrong on that. I'll double check, but I'll call him Rake for this game. And then check by game number 2. So a little bit of PvZ. What can we be expecting from that? Well, it'll be exciting because we should be seeing a lot of action. Maybe some 2-base plays from the Protoss player. Maybe some cheeses. You never know. Over from the Zerg, well, that's where the options are limitless. Okay, maybe not limitless, but definitely there are a good number of options. Swarm host play. Maybe we should all get comfy for like a 3-hour game. Maybe we'll get some mass muta play. Maybe we'll get some more traditional Roach Hydra compositions. All perfectly viable. All very effective if used well. So we've got Scouting Probe coming out and a Gateway Expand on the cards at the moment from Rake. MangO, not doing anything crazy. Generally speaking, should start off with a spawning pool first, but it looks like MangO, at least initially, banked up a lot of minerals there, so could be going for a hatch. Where do those like, wow, he's taking the gold. This is not a strategy I have frequently cast before from a Zerg. From a Terran player, it's like totally normal. They just like pick up and float over there, and they're like, YOLO. Protoss players even grab it. But Zerg players? Nope. And this should be Rake realizing that something is up. He's like, okay, well, they are late. I don't know if he even saw them. No, okay, so he saw gas coming down. He's going to be like, okay, what's going on here? Hasn't perhaps realized that the gold base has yet been taken. 2 gases up at the moment for Rake, 2 probes in each, so this isn't super tech heavy. A Stargate opening would be incredibly good against this. A super fast tech would be really good against this. What wouldn't really be good against this is any kind of really early pressure. And I'm kind of sad the MangO didn't go hatch pool and really commit to it, because if you went hatch pool, it'd be great. But MangO, yeah, Rake rather, has scouted out MangO's gold base, knows that it's coming, and therefore should be pretty safe. Chrono boosting our Stalker at the moment. There was no Zealot, so just going to be trying to pressure that. Additional probes being added into gas. So, a bit more pressure coming through, although it looks like a bit of a misrally here. Hopefully that'll get corrected by Rake. MangO getting the Queen of the Natural there, transferring over some of them drones. Leaving his main a bit low on the drone count currently, but getting these gold mineral patches essential for the huge boost to the economy it brings. Natural base now taken, 4 Lings about to pop out, and they're going to be essential to defending against this Stalker along with the Queen. 6 more Lings in production now. You can afford to make a lot of Lings with a gold base. Stalker just grabs the Watchtower, and it's worth noting that you can actually catch the corner of the gold base with the Watchtower, which is why Terran players can siege up a Zerg doing this really easy with a siege tank or 2. So, the Stalker duking it out at the moment with the Queen, but the Zerglings coming to aid probably will force the Stalker back. Stalkers don't fare too well up against Lings, for anyone who didn't know. We do have down the front though, additional gateways being added in. Should see 2, and then either some tech or a 3rd additional gate, depending on how Rake decides to play it. Lings poking and prodding at the moment, and MangO is forcing that early energy out, but this also unfortunately leaves the Stalker with nowhere to retreat to. Gonna get taken down, and that's some good damage done. Rake is up in the drone count, but MangO should still have a sweet economy thanks to the gold. Pretty much only in the form of minerals though, just flooding so many Lings at the moment. Ideally, I'd like to see an additional base, because if you're pumping this many Lings, it's fine, but okay, build the hatchery over here, see if I can. Goes for the hatch cancel to get some creep spread going, but messes it up a tiny bit. Photon overcharge though is forced, and the drone keeps, this drone is so BM, he keeps blocking the creep tumor. There we go, got it down. Mothership core, of course, going to start taking some damage. Queen's coming over as well. There's only 1 more Queen back at home, so no inject actually coming down on both these hatches, and that's due to a supply block after losing an Overlord. Bit annoying there for MangO. MangO is going to lose a Queen as well now. Good force fields coming out, a lot of sentries in position, more gateways being added in, no form of tech. Just going up to 5 gates for the moment. Forge also being added through. An additional pylon getting taken out. There's so many sentries that this can be force fielded off pretty much endlessly, as we're seeing being done now. But the Queen gives the range to allow these pylons to start taking damage. This supply blocks Rake, and that's annoying, but MangO still has just so many lings and he's pumping so many more. This is pretty much a speedling all in at this stage if he doesn't look to transition shortly. The Queen's still up on the high ground, the pylons desperately, frantically getting replaced to try and protect up against these lings. Photon overcharge though is now finished. There's still so many sentries though. There should be plenty of time. And with so many sentries, the force fields can be pretty much endlessly used. Surprised to see all 3 of those pylons finished, because with so many sentries it's not really needed, but just erring on the side of caution as opposed to anything else. Quick pullback from those lings there, being as safe as possible. Lings still getting ready to try and poke up. Drone is in production. Third base at the natural now going to get taken, and that's a smart move. Oh, the Queen gets caught. So that's kind of like all the range that's basically getting taken out, which is a little bit annoying. Pylon gets taken out by those sentries. They still keep pushing forward. 3 more gates coming through. And Rake is defending against all this pressure. And behind this, MangO is only at 20 drones, which isn't terrible for him, because with 20 drones up and the gold base, he does still have a fairly good income. Just lacking a bit of gas. Few lings trying to engage up against these sentries. One should go down, but these force fields can just endlessly come. And it's incredibly dangerous trying to engage here. Rake also adding in a few more lings. A few more zealots to deal with these lings. And zealot sentry is probably the best composition you could ever hope for, aside from some colossi up against zerglings. So should be safe pushing forward now. This creep spread is frustrating. Can start trying to block off third bases and things like that. But just pushing over across the map now. With no Roturon, it's going to be exceptionally difficult to defend against this. And this Roturon is still 15 seconds away from completion. An Overlord also precariously getting shot at by a Stalker there. But there are still tons of lings going on the offensive. Mothership Corps does have enough energy for a mass recall, but drones attempting to evacuate are instead getting taken down. Bad times. Mass pylons being placed to try and buy some more times, but gateways being taken out, and with the sentries behind it, the damage is going through very nicely. Rake is up by about 50 supply, heavily supply blocks his opponent there, and while there are a lot of roaches coming out, can they do the work? They're getting melted by just the sentries alone. The Mothership Corps, unfortunately, is back at home, so he's not able to mass recall these units, but by taking out this gold base, the income for MangO has been severely diminished. The Zealot's able to tank up some of the damage from the roaches, the sentries getting some nice force fields off, and GG is called. Rake will take game number 1 of this best of 3.